entangled in the same vision. We both have the same vision. The Spies girls' vision for the future is we just want to elevate the collective energetic vibration. We want to help as many people as possible become this amazing version of who they are. And it is possible. It is possible. 5% of Americans are on a prescription drug. We have to become our own damn drug. We have to become our own, Valium, our own upper, our own whatever. We have to turn ourselves on. Mm-hmm. These 50 trillion cells within our body, they need love. They need help. They need proper nutrition. They need the right vibration being thrown at them. There's no way that you can manifest everything you want when you're in a state of depression.
Right.
Just can't.
Right. And you
have to decide that you're done with that.
Right. And not only can you not manifest, you keep attracting things that will cause you to stay in that depressed state.
Yeah, because you're basically projecting what your world is.
And
right?
what you expect it to be. Right, right. Yes. So I'm sure that you talk about how you should always expect the best, and right?
Yes and no. I get really real. Yes and no. Let me discuss the no part. One of the things that is really important, and we talk about this a lot in Fashion and Fairy Tale, you absolutely must identify those things that are toxic in your life. You can't, this. This is just an expansion of the idea, right? We can't just say everything's great, everything's great, everything's great, everything's great when it's not. Perhaps we have some people around us that are not supportive. We're women. We're intuitive. We understand that. We get it. We sense it. We feel it. We know it. If something is not good for us, doesn't feel good for us, doesn't, is judgmental toward us, those things have to be identified. So some people in our life need to go away. Mm-hmm. So yes, we talk about the positive, but we absolutely identify the negative, just like the negative foods. You can't ignore that. If somebody's relying on freaking Weight Watchers their whole life and they don't know how to cook a healthy meal for their family, this is not good. I had a friend get really mad at me. She's a super feminist woman. And I said, hey, listen, if you don't know how to cook, you cannot take proper care of yourself. And I'm talking healthy cooking. Not like what I had in Atlanta when I lived in the South. I'm talking healthy cooking. If you don't know how to cook healthy meals, you cannot take proper care of your family. And she was mad, mad, because she, as a woman, had made the decision not to ever learn how to cook. And hey, you can be mad all you want, but if you don't have good foods in your family, in your household, and teaching your children how to cook, you're not doing your family any favors at all. You're harming them.
Right. Right. So you have to get rid of all the toxins, food-wise, people-wise, situations, everything.
Sometimes think about even like the money thing. 52% of Americans say that they have a hard time paying the bills. But we have this weird thinking still. It's all programming. Everything is programming. We're these little biological computers. So whatever we've heard, whatever we've taken in, that's why we have to be so careful about what we view, what we listen to, what we read, who we're hanging around, our Facebook feeds, all of that. But 52% have a hard time paying the bills. Yet, people are still taking on student loans for stupid degrees like business, like marketing. These are outdated degrees in colleges. They're teaching things that aren't even relevant anymore in this real world, in this new world. So, and then the homes, they're buying homes. They think a home is an investment. It's not an investment. It's not an investment. It's a liability. See, they don't have the smarts, if you will, because they've bought into the lie that the home is the American dream, when in fact it's the bank's American dream. The bank's going to get rich on that home. You're going to become completely trapped in one location, and it's going to become a money pit. You're going to have to decorate it. You're going to have to take care of it. And the median salary income in America is $30,000. Yeah. So you walk out of college with a $30,000 debt. Okay, that's the average debt, to a $30,000 a year income, and then you take on a $200,000 mortgage. So financially, you've gotten yourself so strapped. How are you mentally going to be free to manifest? So there's so many old thinking patterns that really have to go and be challenged. And a lot of women don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear, what? I can't have my own home with a picket fence? No, you shouldn't have a home with a picket fence until you are a multi-millionaire. Not if you want to do it right.
Interesting.
Not if you want to save $20,000 or whatever, and you want to give that to the bank as a down payment, that's stupid in comparison to taking that $20,000 and putting it into your dream, your venture, your business. When you could take that $20,000 and make $1 million from it. You're never going to make $1 million from a little house. So there's a lot of things that we have to rethink. It's not only the toxic things, it's the programming. It's the whole program. And pretty much everything that we think is a program. So mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, all of these things go together. They're all entwined.
Yes, whether we like it or not.
We need to feel safe. If we want to manifest, we need to feel safe, right?
Right.
The safer that but we need to be a little dangerous too. My daughter and I are roommates, and we love it. We love it. We love it. We love it so much. We get along great. Our birth charts are very similar. We really enjoy it. But I can't imagine her just being out on her own and having to do what a lot of her friends are doing. A lot of her friends are really afraid, barely making it month to month. And, when these kids, if they would maybe reconsider, okay, what can I do? Can I get a roommate situation? Can I stay at home for the next 3 years and really get my business dialed in? We need to rethink. We're in a new age. This is not how your grandparents did it.
Right. Well, look at how much times have changed. You're right. It is a new age. And so we have to change with it and adjust accordingly.
And most people are giving bad advice. Because if you think about it, most parents still want their children to go to college. And a lot of these kids are taking out loans. And they don't even know what they want to go to college for. It's different if you want to be an attorney or a doctor. But if you don't know what you're going for and you're taking out the loans, and maybe you're just partying, this is not good.
Right.
This is going to strap you and stress you and set you back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we really do have to reconsider the way that we think and who we're taking advice from. We really want to challenge. And anytime we get protective over a belief system, this is really important. Anytime we get protective over a belief system, we need to take an objective look at why. Why do we want to hang on to that belief system? Because we can fall into a lot of traps when we do that.
Give an example of that, please.
Well, let's see. I've talked about the student debt. I've talked about the home debt.
I see that kind of belief system. I gotcha. Okay. Like the white picket fence, that kind of belief system.
I'm sorry?
Like the white picket fence, that kind of belief system. That's a collective belief system. So that's the ones that you mean we should. Okay, gotcha.
Those are some others are things like mental things, depression, anxiety, all of these things. These are habits.
Mm-hmm.
These are habits. You get in the habit of being depressed. Mm-hmm. If you are fat, you're in a depressed state. If you're worried about money, of course you're going to be anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we sure buy into, I'm not telling anybody to go get off of their meds, all right? I don't, you know, but I am saying, when you've been watching commercials that are like, are you feeling sad?
Oh, right.
Why don't you ask your doctor about such and such today?
And if that isn't enough,
off 100 things that could go wrong.
Right.
If you take that drug.
And then you're going to need another
drug.
Our
thinking.
Then you're going to need another drug to counteract those.
Dude. It's scary. See, the whole world is advertising to you. The whole world. Every corporation is advertising to you. This is why you and I, what we do for a living is probably the most important work on the planet.
Mm.
We have to help people remodel their lives, their brains, their bodies, if they're going to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of bad influences in the world.
Yes, there are. Yep, and
people. Oh, go ahead.
And you have to strengthen parts of you that in former times were not necessarily had to be strong. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some things on that. That's good.
As women, I see us evolve into really the entrepreneurial spirit is just jives with women so much because we are our own competition, and it just, I don't know, it fits really well. But if you are a well-educated woman and you choose to be in corporate America, or you choose to be a doctor or a lawyer, you have to kind of let go of some of the things that you're automatically, genetically inclined to do. Like nurturing, for example, if you're an attorney, and empathy. Those things really do not come into play. That's what I mean. I don't know.
I mean, when at one point I had 250 employees. And let me tell you, the way that I nurtured and strengthened the staff is a way that their mamas may have given them way too much nurturing. And me, I'm like, hey, you're not producing enough.